Well, let me tell you my story now. After I got off the air Monday night, I normally drop by a little convenience store on the way home. I pick up a whole wheat turkey sandwich, and, I was hungry. I was starving. They didn't have any. It was the first time. So, rather than just go home empty, I said, what can I buy? So I bought these little pizza rolls, a little tiny box of them. Not very healthy, I don't think, but I bought them anyway. Went home, microwaved them by the instructions, took them out, and I touched it. And it was very lukewarm, almost cold. So I picked one, and I bit into it. And I am telling you, it was the most scorching pizza stuff I have ever eaten. This stuff was in my mouth. It felt like it was 500 degrees. It was unbelievably hot. I had to spit it out. It was in my mouth for about 5 seconds. It was so hot. It scorched the roof of my mouth. The skin fell off. Literally. It fell off. And then that little flapper thing in your throat, that started swelling up to a point where it was getting very close to blocking my air passage. I couldn't breathe. This was about 3 o'clock in the morning, Pacific time. I couldn't sleep because every time I laid down, I thought I was going to stop breathing. That's how bad it was. And it got worse and worse and worse. I stayed up all night, Monday night into Tuesday morning. Keep in mind, I've been doing Coast to Coast for 10 years. I missed one day. One day. So I said, I've got to get into work, but my gosh, my throat is so sore. I can't even open my mouth. I can't talk. I called producer Tom the next morning. I said, Tom, I got a problem. I think I said, Tom, I got a problem. He came by, took me to the hospital. Tom's born in L.A., so he knows all these places. And they kept me there for about 4 hours. And he said, you have second-degree burns, and had it gotten any worse, you would have had some real severe problems. And had you swallowed that stuff, we would have had to go down your esophagus and do all kinds of stuff to you. It was unbelievable. Well, I figured, maybe I can go on the air, and executive producer Lisa said, no, just take it easy. So we got Rob to fill in, and I figured, okay, I'll do Wednesday night show. I couldn't do it, so I figured I'll do one more. I'll come in. Thank God we've got Linda Moulton Howe tonight with all her stories because she'll be doing the lion's share of tonight's stuff. But I'm going to tell you something. There is a warning to you. They had a little warning on the back of the box that said, this stuff gets hot, in so many words. And I have since been told by a lot of people that this has happened to them. Little kids, everybody. When you touch it, you think it's okay to eat. It's cool. It doesn't feel that hot at all. But you pop that thing in your mouth and you bite into it, look out. And I've got to tell you, I have been walking around the network today with a flashlight showing anyone who is interested the inside of my mouth, and they just can't believe it. I can't believe I'm still talking, but that's where it is right now. That's what happened to me. That's where I've been for 2 days. Not dramatic. I wish I had been abducted by ETs, or that I was on a Bigfoot hunt or something like that, or that I broke up a barroom fight and I was a hero, but it wasn't that way. I bit into a pizza roll, and it knocked me out for 2 days. Back in a moment on Coast to Coast AM.